How you doing, guys? It's your friend here, John Madrid, coming to you again at around 10:30 for you night owls who are interested in buying a home. Again, we are open late. I'm up to about midnight every day. So if you guys have questions or want to call or text, you can reach out to us. We are obviously open 7 days a week. We have people available early, late evening, during the day. Whatever your schedule works for us as well. ¿Cómo están? Quería nomás explicarle que estoy viniendo en vivo como a las 10:30 ahorita, nomás para explicarle que siempre estamos disponible tarde. So, si ustedes están trabajando tarde o salen tarde, aquí estamos para ayudarles y asistirles. All right, guys. I always like to start off in English and Spanish just to reiterate that we are bilingual here. And then today's title, if you look at it, it just says live today's, and it's Tuesday's finance. Let me see. Let me just reiterate so I don't get it wrong. Let me see. So it says today's live Tuesday financial insights for buyers. So a lot of times if you're in the market for a home or any product that you may need to finance, it's important to at least have some sort of reasonable idea of what the expectations are. We're always talking and telling you guys to apply now. And don't worry about a deposit. Let us secure you the financing. We work with a lot of different lenders, but today I'm going to kind of reiterate and go over how easy it is to apply. And then I also put up a rate sheet from Triad, which is one of the lenders that we do business with. They're an amazing lender, and it kind of just gives you an overview. Might not be able to see it real clearly on this live, but just put a little comment, send me a rate sheet or, let's talk finance, something like that. And I will definitely send it out to you and we can go over it one-on-one. But again, just to give you guys some educational talking points that we really want to delve into. And most likely I'll do another full educational video just on finance, on rate sheets, what they mean, and all that good stuff. Today will be more of just kind of an overview. All right. So if you guys are following us, we really want to thank you. We're up like 93% on organic views. About 74,000 people are going through our page. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So we want to bring you, all the up-to-date news that we have going on a daily basis, as many times as we can, because we understand everybody's schedule is different. All right. Okay. So again, I want to give another shout out to the Ramirez family who just recently purchased last week the Mega Wide, the Smoky. One of the lives that I did, we actually walked over there and the skirting crew was finishing up the skirting. Tomorrow they're going to do the decks. So they've already been living there since I want to say last Friday. So the cool part is they moved in and we're still, keeping our commitments and helping them move in next, which they already did, and getting the rest of the stuff that, we bundled into their deal. Because there at Stonegate, we bring in the home, of course, we block it, we level it, we tie it down, we set it up, we run the water, sewer, the electricity lines, we do smart panel skirting, we do a 4x4 deck in the front and the back. I mean, literally just move in ready. That's what we specialize in. That's the reason that we are changing our entire domain over to moveinnext.com. And as of right now, if you type in moveinnext.com, it should route you right to our website, which is also under development, but it gives you a good idea of everything else that we have available. All right. So again, congratulations to the Ramirez family. You can call us directly if you want to be the next homeowner, 432-201-1105. I don't see why you wouldn't want to be a homeowner if you're not already one. Okay. And again, a big shout out to my executive, Iberica. She's crushing it. She's helping customers with the financing, with the closings, selling them homes, doing all that good stuff. So, I wouldn't be able to do what I do without, of course, her assistant and my other partners as well. All right. So this next screen right here, it gives you a quick overview of MH AppTrack. So if you look at let's see on this side, if you look at the QR code, or you'll have the link in the description, it's going to show you or not show you, it'll have that link there for you guys to go ahead and apply. So as you see right here in this little video that I did before, it's super easy. Let me just rewind back here for a second. So on the first page, whoever you're working with, just choose them from the drop-down list. Whoever it is, if it's me, if it's Iberica, if it's Victor, Jose, whoever the person may be, you just click their name from there. Okay. Pretty simple. And then it's going to divert you. And it has blue is English, red is Spanish. So it does Inglés y también Español. So, right there just shows you, you select them. You want to go ahead and press English or Spanish. And then it's pretty simple. It'll ask you questions that you're going to know for sure without any training. Like it says, let's answer a few questions about your home buying process. Where is it going to go? Are you going to put it on your own land? Are you going to put it in a community? Do you want to do a land home? I mean, it literally, you just click, 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 click. It takes about 10 minutes to fill it out. Then you'll instantly get an email from DocuSign for you to go ahead and just sign it. And then boom, it comes straight to us. We send it off to the lenders and we do what we do. And we essentially get you, we request a max approval with a minimum down payment to really zone in and calculate and figure out what your buying power is. Okay. So a lot of times if you're doing that, it doesn't, just get prepared to have like your ID, social, last 30 days of check stubs, your last 2 years of W-2s, and whatever bank's account you're going to pull your down payment out of. You'll need a few more items, but that's the majority of what you're going to need. So it's not a bad idea to go ahead and gather those and send them, but don't wait to gather those to apply. Always apply so you can buy. And it tells you there at the bottom, it says MH AppTrack is the best way in 2025. It really is. I've been using it for about 1.5 years, 2 years. Even when I used to work at Oak Creek and was a general manager there, it's just super simple. It simplifies the process. It stops you from having to take a day off from work to come in and fill out a paper application when you can do it from your couch, from your iPad, from your phone, whatever the case may be. So again, you can reach me directly at 432-201-1105. Y también hablamos español. So again, guys, I mean, I kind of have like a little minute video. I kind of let it, run through for a second. And that way you can just kind of see it. And again, it's just super easy. Like, where's your home going to go? I'm looking to purchase land. I'm open to a community. I'm not sure. If you're not sure, just put I'm not sure. And then just, of course, whatever city and state you want to live in. Again, we do ship nationwide. We're located out, see right there on purpose, I skipped county so that you would see the error pop up. Now on the down payment, will you need a down payment? Most likely, yes. Are there lenders that do 0 down? There's a few, but that's if your credit's super, super high. And again, I just always like my clients to be, prepared to put whatever the minimum down is going to be. Okay. So minimum down is 5% based on whatever the purchase price is. And again, that's with approved credit. I got one of these printouts here that we're fixing to go over, but it'll just kind of give you an idea of the different tiers. Because a lot of times clients, and I've seen it before, they'll talk themselves out of that. I can't buy, my credit's not good enough, whatever the case might be. So in this situation here, let me see. I'll try to see if it'll let me zoom in. It does let me zoom in a little without killing the rest of the screen. But for example, Triad, this is their new rate sheet as of the 1st. Okay. So they basically got 3 different tiers. Okay. They have the gold tier. So that's going to be, people with like 640 credit and higher. And then it gives you examples of different down payments per tiers, right? So even inside of the gold tier, they have like let's say a 5% down as low as 640 credit. And then what the rate could be estimated at if you did a chattel, 300 month or a chattel 240. Honestly, when it comes to that, the best thing to do is just get the maximum length and get the minimum down payment and then apply it to the principal, which I will show you how to do that. I always come up with a plan to teach my clients how to pay it off early. It also gives you a column for land plus, which means if you're including, your land as down payment, or if you're doing land home. Again, I'll do a more in-depth video on what these different programs mean, but I did want to give you kind of an example. So it'll show you there, like in the gold tiers, what the maximum DTI is, debt to income ratio, which again, I'll do and that's a real detailed subject. So I'll be doing different individual videos, longer length videos on those subjects. But it shows you that they have 5% down options and what the rate examples would be on the gold tier. And don't be like, oh man, I'm only going to be able to get a 5% down if my credit's 640 or higher. No. So if you look at there, the silver tier also gives you examples on 5% downs. And on the silver, it's 600 to 619. You can still get a 5% down. Some of you guys, as you're watching this, you may be thinking, man, I didn't know that I could get 5% down if my credit was only 600. The lenders want to loan you money and they want to give you the best tiers, the best rates, the best terms. And that's what we do to ensure that. So then if you think, well, I'm under 600, I can't get a 5% down. Again, not true. They even have a bronze package where it says that depending on the way as long as you're not maxed out on your bills, they'll do 5% down on certain things as low. Let's take a look here. Chattel months. Well, they do actually, you know what? They do 20% down on 550s, but then it goes up from there as far as the requirements, as far as down payments is concerned. But either way, 600 and higher, you can get 5% down to this lender. And then they start to do 15% down, depending on DTIs and things like that. But again, guys, you're not going to need an arm and a leg to get an approval. Okay. And that's a good thing. All right. So then the second page, it goes into what chattel means, which I've done some videos on that, but I'll do some more in-depth videos. That essentially just means that you're going to finance just the house. You either have land available already, you're going to go into the community that, some communities or lease land or something like that. And then it talks about, the maximum terms they'll do, the minimum, because you have to buy at least a certain amount of home. They won't finance a $5,000 house. You got to have some minimums there. Just things like that. But they say right there for their gold and silver, the minimum is $10,000 home. So even if you found a $10,000 house, there might be some financing options there as well. They talk about land plus, which again, I'll go into more depth in a different video, and then land home. Okay. So again, they have chattel home only. They have where you can use your land as collateral. They have land home package options, just like we're always talking about when we talk about our inventory. Okay. So that's going to be a good segue into one of the lives that I shot earlier, just to kind of remind you, we have the land home package ready to go there in Stanton. Okay. It is a 32 by 60. It's a gorgeous house. I actually measured that porch today. It is a 12 by 24 porch. So that's huge. Linoleum throughout the whole thing, metal roof, smart panel siding. We put it on a foundation. We did FHA termite treatment. So it is FHA compliant. Septic's ready. Water's ready. The home's ready to move in. I'm actually going to get it cleaned later this week. And again, guys, if you want a land home package without taking 9 months to move in, here it is. We can probably get it done in 6 weeks or less. That's if you finance, just so we can work, get the appraisal to come in, get the title paperwork, and get you moved in right away. So remember, apply before you can buy, and you have to apply so that you can buy. That way we can make it happen for you, okay? So recuerda que tenemos esta casa ahí en Stanton, Tanunacre, es 32 por 60, es 1,800 pies cuadrados y tenemos financiamiento disponible. Pueden comprar en efectivo. Es como unos 15 minutos del Walmart ahí por el 20. All right, just a reminder, guys, this house is only 15 minutes from the Walmart on I-20. So you are going to be on an acre, which is 43,500 square feet, but you're not 2 hours away from the city. So you're only 15 minutes away. And even if you live in Odessa, Midland, everything's 15 minutes. So it's a good location. It's a good piece of land. It's an awesome house, brand new, never been lived in, on a foundation, all the bells and whistles, and it's ready for you to move in now. All right. So the next house that we're going to highlight is the 2019 Cavco. Again, this house is not going to last. This house is valued. I did an NADA on it at about 94. We're selling it for $79,900. It's ready to move in as well. That one's in West Odessa. I put the address down there. Make sure you call or reach out to me to do a tour. So it's 12629 West Treva Drive. Again, 3-bed, 2-bath, Cavco 2019. We're selling it for $79,900. It's worth $94,000 and change. So it's $20,000 under what it's valued. This family needs to sell it so they can move into their new home. That's the only reason it's so inexpensive. Okay. So apply, pay cash. It's on the west side. It's ready to move in now. All right. So again, guys, the Stanton home, we also have this 2019 Cavco. And then I also shot another live. This is one from the other day. I'll update the updated live tomorrow. That way you guys can see it if you haven't already checked it out. But this is me out on location at the 2011 double wide. We're going to be replacing the skirting, put some new steps. We ripped out the entire flooring. We're putting in new showers, tubs, faucets, all kinds of stuff. It's going to look new blinds. That one we're going to be selling for about $105,000. The value is about $119,000. Again, we've already bought all the material. Talked to my flooring contractor today. He's going to be working on it this weekend. I plan on trying to have it ready by the 15th, but if not, right around that time. So you might as well apply now so we can get you moved in, okay? And again, that one is at Airline Crossing, space 854, and we're doing the remodel inside. It's a 28 by 44, around 1,200 square feet, double wide. Again, it's going to be freshly remodeled. Don't miss out on that opportunity. All right. So I also shot another live out at Stonegate today. So that's kind of an aerial overview. Beautiful, neighborhood. We saw some people walking dogs there, super safe. Did a live of the 2023 home that we just acquired this week, and it's already sold. The people have been approved. They put their money down. I also did a live showing, the 319 home, where we are finishing up the skirting and decks. Again, it's a beautiful community. We have 2 spaces available there in Stonegate. Okay. We can fit a mega wide on the corner, and in the interior lot, we can fit a 16 by 76. So this is that new house that we acquired this week. I'll put up some new pictures. I'm in the process of buying the fridge, the stove, and the washer. So it'll come with all appliances included. It's only 1 year old. It's still going to have the stainless steel appliances in there. And again, it's already sold. They've already put their money on it. God willing, they go through with it. But the reason I still want to highlight it is because across the street, I have 2 spaces. I can put one identical to it if you fell in love with this house, or one just like the Smoky. But don't sleep on the opportunity. Right now that it's income tax time, it is vital for you guys to utilize that money that you have coming in to buy a new house. All right. And who better to buy it from than your friend here, John Madrid, with Factory Direct and Company. All right. So again, I shot this live the other day as well. I was highlighting again let me take a look here, show you the lots. Yeah, those lots behind me right there. On the corner lot, we can fit a mega wide 18 by 76 if you'd like. On the one right next to it, we can fit a 16 by 76, just like the Lila or the Smoky that you've seen, or any of the other homes that we have available to order, which is dozens and dozens of homes. So it's never going to be an issue. All right. So just to kind of wrap it up on this evening, we want to talk about, we're going to be there Saturday with Beyond Realty at the Happiest Egg Hunt. That'll be at Sherwood. Okay. We'll be there from 4 to 8. We're sponsoring the 360 photo booth. We'll be there to talk houses and shop if you guys are interested in that as well. If not, come out and have a good time. Egg hunt, pictures with the Easter Bunny, face painting, obstacle course jumpers, all kinds of cool stuff. So shout out to Pamela Mendoza and Beyond Realty. Plus, they announced today that they're also servicing the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So congratulations to her. It's always good to see, fellow, friends from 20 some odd years ago being successful and doing their thing. That always, makes me happy for them. And it makes me happy for me too, just to have successful friends that are doing their thing. All right. Then the following Saturday, we're also going to be, hosting, or not hosting, but we're going to be donating our 360 there for the veterans there at the Moose Lodge. That'll be at 208 East BFW Lane in Odessa. They're going to have prizes, giveaways, dunk an officer. Remember, love the police, but you can still go dunk them in the water. Easter Bunny's going to be there. They're going to provide food, an egg hunt for all the different ages, 2 and under at 2 p.m., 3 to 5 at 3 to 5 year olds at 2:30, 6 to 8 year olds are going to be at 3, and then your 9 and older are going to be at 3:30. All right. So we're going to have our 360 there. Don't forget to holler at our Madrid Entertainment sister company at 432-203-2276. They do events, they do 360s, they do photo booths, they do art walls, they do all kinds of cool stuff, or we do. So, we're here to help you, not just with entertainment, with housing, and to help the community. So again, I'll be posting some more slides tomorrow about, the community that we were at this earlier. Let me go ahead and just shoot over here for a second, just to kind of give you guys a recap. Let me see. Boom. All right. So finishing up for the day. If you followed the live earlier this afternoon, I was out on location in West Odessa, where we're going to be breaking ground on a new community. We're going to start off on an acre. It's going to have 6 lots. They're going to be 6,000 square feet lots for 6 homes. We'll be placing some out there, plus having some that we can special order. Great area, great location. It's going to be amazing. So make sure you keep track with that. And then I did shoot another live at the 2011 just to give you an update on the flooring. Then we went out to Stonegate to show you did a tour of the 2023 Lila, and then also went out to Stanton to show you. So again, we have pre-owned, new, land home, chattel, special order. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you need in a home, we have you ready to go, and we're here to move you guys in next. And again, I like bringing you these later lives also, so you know that we're up late, just in case you are. So have a great evening, and we hope to move you in next.